It's a patient impatience. You know, it's like you want to be impatient day to day because you want to always be trying things, but you've got to be patient with your losses or with how long it takes. So I don't think just patience is the answer, because then you might make excuses and give yourself too much time. So I think it's the impatience is what makes us entrepreneurs, and the patience is what, you know, when you're driving home from work, you give yourself a break.
You've got to build your business around your life and not your life around your business.
Business ads are going to sell you a fake lifestyle of supercars and fancy mansions.
You can get a business up and running really quickly. You hit the goal and then you move the goalpost. You know, you've got to make these reasonable steps. So if you're starting from scratch, 1,000 is completely unrealistic. And, you know, when I was starting from scratch, my goal was not 1,000. My goal was the 20. You know, it was how do I at that time had something like 40 consulting clients, and it would have been a tremendous success for me to get 50%, 20 of them on the platform. And, you know, month one, I got 3. And I was disappointed. And so I took a step back and I said, I'm not going to focus on the software. I'm just going to keep consulting. And it took 3 years to get from 3 to hitting 20. But then at that point, I realized that most of these people, more than half of these people, were not my consulting clients. They're people that have found it, you know, by searching online. And I had no idea how they found it. So what if I put some real attention into this? Then what could it do? But even at that realization, you know, my success, the lens for success was like, if we can get 100 people paying, you know, $100 a month or something, like that's a good, you can live on that. You know, that's a good, reasonable salary. And to me, it was found money because we had a successful consulting business. So I'm looking at that and thinking like, oh, what would I do with an extra $10,000 coming into the business? And it wasn't until like every additional month that the goals would reset. And I would talk to someone, I'd meet for someone for coffee. My vision would expand for this thing. You know, if you had asked me 2 years ago, how big the potential of this company would be, it'd be 20 times smaller than what I think it is today. When you know what you know and you're building a product with you know, based on looking in the rearview mirror, you can't see around the next corner necessarily. But then when you meet someone that's traveling in the opposite direction and they're like, oh, you should see what's over there. Like you're almost there. You know, when you come around this corner, like you're just going to be, it's a downhill. You'll go faster than you've ever gone. And I get excited and I'm like, oh, I think this is a bigger opportunity. So it's just been that over and over and over and over and over again. You know, because at first I didn't think it could be $1 million company. And then I didn't think it could be a $10 million company. And then, you know, people start throwing out like, wouldn't it be cool to be another, you know, to have another $100 million like software company in Arizona? And I'm like, I could do that. Like, let's do that. And now it's, you know, and now it's even extended way beyond that. So yeah, it's just, it's a little by little.